Good day, everyone. Today I will discuss the topic perspective on social movement. This presentation explain how social movements start, why people join them, and how they create change in society. Introduction. Social movements are organized efforts by people to create social change. They address issues like injustice, inequality, and lack of rights. People join movements to express concern and improve conditions, and scholars develop different perspectives to explain social movement. Social movements are organized action by groups of people who want to create change in society. This movement usually focused on solving problems such as injustice, inequality, or lack of rights. People participate in this movement to express their concern and push institution or government to improve certain conditions. Researchers have created different perspectives to explain why social movement happen. Slide 3. Collective behavior approach. This collective behavior approach focuses on emotion and psychological reaction. Social movements happen when people feel frustrated or dissatisfied. People act together when they feel treated unfairly. The collective behavior approach explains social movements through people's emotion and psychological reaction. According to this perspective, movements occur when people feel frustrated, dissatisfied, or unfairly treated. With many individuals share the same feelings, they may gather together and express their concern through protest or collective action. Now let's proceed to slide 4. Relative deprivation. Relative deprivation has a three content. Feeling dissatisfied when comparing oneself to others. People believe they deserve better condition. This feeling can motivate people to join the movements. An important concept in this perspective is relative deprivation. This means people feel dissatisfied when they compare their situation with others who are better off. When individuals believe they are being treated unfairly or that their expectations are not met, they may join social movements to demand changes. That is relative deprivation. Now let's proceed to slide number 5. Resource mobilization approach. Social movements need resources to succeed. Example of resources like money, leadership, members or supporters, media access, political connection. The resource mobilization approach views social movements as organized groups, similar to business or organization. According to this theory, movements need resources in order to succeed. These resources may include money, leadership, supporters, access to media, and political connection. The success of movement often depends on how well it can gather and use these resources. So that is resource mobilization approach. Let's proceed to slide number 6. Political process approach focused on political environment. Social movements grow when they are weak government control, support from leaders, public dissatisfaction, and freedom to protest. Another perspective is the political process approach, which focuses on the political environment. This theory states that social movements grow when they are political opportunities that allow people to change the government or institution. For example, when there is public dissatisfaction or freedom to protest, people are more likely to organize movement. So that is political process approach. Now let's proceed to slide number 7, which I provide. Now let's proceed to slide number 7, which I will giving you an example. The People Power movement happened in 1986 in the Philippines. Happened after accusation of election fraud. So Filipinos protested peacefully along EDSA. The movement united the citizens against corruption, resulted in political change. So a well-known example of social movement in the Philippines is the 1986 People Power movement, which I say now. This event happened after accusation of election fraud during the presidential snap election. So many Filipinos protested peacefully along EDSA to demand justice and fairness. Because of strong public support and unity, the movement successfully created political change. That is the example of the social movement in the Philippines, which is the People Power movement happened in 1986 in the Philippines. And the last part, which is the conclusion. Slide number 8. Social movements help create change in society. Three main perspectives is collective behavior approach, resource mobilization approach, and political process approach. This perspective help us understand how movements start and succeed. Now in conclusion, social movements play an important role in shaping society and promoting change. The collective behavior approach focuses on emotion in dissatisfaction. The resource mobilization approach highlights the importance of resources and organization, and the political process approach emphasizes political opportunities. Together, this perspective help us understand how people unite to fight for their rights and improve society. And that's all of my reporting perspective on social movements. Thank you, everyone.